Just because a person has faith doesn't mean he is right. Because everyone has got faith on something or the other, somewhere or the other. So what is this faith? Faith is the belief in something which is true. When I have that faith that this is true, then that is called my faith. It need not be right. But according to me, I feel it is right. Just because for me it is right, it doesn't mean that is absolutely right. So you said they worship with faith, but then we have to inquire into what kind of faith they have. And how is this faith born? All of us, we go through experiences in life. We analyze these experiences. Based on this analysis, we come to a set of conclusions. These set of conclusions are called faith. Now, your faith will depend on how you have analyzed your experiences. If your analysis is wrong, your faith also will be wrong. If your analysis is right, based on the knowledge of the scriptures, if your analysis of your life's experiences is right, then naturally your faith also will be right. Faith means understanding. Understanding about life. So your understanding about life will be right if you have analyzed your experiences based on the knowledge of the scriptures. But now here we are talking of people who are not exposed to scriptures. So then Bhagavan said, if that is the case, then we have to find out what kind of faith they have. Now to give an example about this faith, suppose there is a person, he finds that whenever he is alone, he is bored. Right? Whenever he is alone, he is bored. So therefore, what is his conclusion? In me, there is no happiness. Why there is no happiness in me? Because whenever I am alone, whenever I am left with myself, I don't feel happiness. So therefore, happiness cannot be in me. Happiness has to be outside me, because whenever I was with the world, I have been happy. When I am with my mobile phone, I am happy. When I am with my friends, I am happy. When I am watching some movie, I am happy. Right? So what does it mean? Whenever I am with the world, I am happy. Whenever I am alone, I am not happy. So therefore, where is happiness? Happiness is outside. Now this becomes a Shradha. Because he has analyzed his experience. Now based on this analysis, based on this conclusion, what kind of lifestyle he will lead? You will find that he will hate loneliness, being alone. He will not want to be alone. So whenever he finds himself alone, immediately he will busy himself with his mobile phone. Or he will chat with his friends. Because according to him, I by myself doing nothing can never be happy. Are you able to understand? Now according to this faith, his lifestyle will be. So always he will want to surround himself with people, with some work. He will hate being alone. This is his Shradha, his faith. And accordingly his lifestyle will reflect it. So whenever there is a Saturday or a Sunday, he is scared. Because those days you don't have any work. There is off, there is no office. So he will busily plan what to do on Saturdays and Sundays. He can't think of not doing anything on Saturdays and Sundays. If there is nothing to do, he will sleep. But being alone doing nothing, according to him, is nothing but sorrow. So he will try to escape being alone. Right? Now suppose there is another person who has gained the knowledge of the scriptures. So what will be his analysis? He also finds that when I am alone, I am bored. I feel lonely. I am not happy. But now he has the knowledge of the scriptures. What is the knowledge? The knowledge is you are Sat Chit Anand. You are happiness. Now he starts thinking, if I am happiness, then naturally when I am left to myself, I must be happy. Because happiness is my nature. If happiness is my nature, why should I search it from the world outside? Left to myself, I must be happy. But then I am not finding myself to be happy. So then naturally he will seek answers, and he will get the answers from the scriptures. What is the answer given by the scriptures? As long as your mind is extrovert, you will not experience the happiness which is your nature. As long as the mind is rajasic and tamasic, you will never experience the peace and bliss which is your nature. So therefore, if you want to experience that bliss which is your nature, what you should do? Withdraw yourself. Look within. Make the mind sattvic. Make the mind peaceful. Make the mind pure. In that case, you can experience the peace within yourself. And so therefore, naturally what that person will do? He has faith in the scriptures. So he knows that whatever scriptures say, they must be right. So therefore, he will practice all those kinds of spiritual sadhanas, which will make the mind pure, which will make the mind quiet. He will try meditation. And since he is walking the path of the scriptures, he is walking the right path. So now what is his experience? In himself, he finds that happiness. Now what is his Shradha? Happiness is my nature. I need not beg for it from the outer world. He is happy with himself. So how our Shradha changes when we are rightly guided by the scriptures? This we have to understand. It is not only with this meditation, etc. It is with anything in this world. Puja Gurudev gives a beautiful example. Of course, he is making fun of himself. So somebody gifted him a radio set. Philips radio. He started playing the radio. And he found that only Colombo station was heard. He was very much annoyed. So in some other talk, he said this Philips is useless because it gives only Colombo station. Incidentally, the Philips general manager was there attending the talk. He said, Swamiji, this radio has no problem. Only thing is you must know how to tune. There is a knob here by which you can tune to different stations. So now see the Shradha, how it changes. Earlier, Gurudev felt that this radio is useless, it has only one channel. That was his Shradha. That was his belief. But when that, right knowledge was given to him, he was able to make use of the device properly. In the same way in life also. All of us, we go through experiences. Experiences alone will not make us wise, will not make us knowledgeable. If that were to be the case, all the old people must become equally wise because they have gone through all the experiences. But that's not what we see in this world. Experiences coupled with right guidance from the scriptures. That is what gives us wisdom. That's what makes us wise.